Actually, I first heard of it like 2 years ago. First time I was like, yeah, it's okay, but for metal, nah, it's, you know, it's a little bit too much. I can understand if you do an orchestra stuff and you can move stuff around. And then I was, you know, I didn't think about it that much. And of course, we toured a lot, so we had a setup back then. And then he called me again and said, you have to try it. And I went over there and I brought all the single files from a recording with HammerFall, and I just set it up and used the same in-ear setup that I'm using. And I started to just play around and have fun. And it suddenly was like, wow, okay, now I understand. I have to say, when it comes to, you know, heavy metal and, you know, fast play, you know, play songs fast and stuff like that, and the double bass drums and everything, it's very hard to get the definition on stage. A lot of people talk about, you know, oh, but, you know, all the delays and stuff with the digital. Yeah, but if you come about 5 meters away from your Marshall stack, you have quite a lot of samples of delay already, and then that has to cope up with the phase accuracy, with the wedges and side fills. Suddenly you have so many components that makes it hard to get the definition out of hearing the bass drums, everything. But now it's like, boom, I can hear it becomes wide. It feels like I'm in the room, sort of. KLANG isn't a monitor console. You don't have any preamps, so you have to, and we're using now actually with Dante the Mackie DL32R. For me, for example, I have the kit, the drum kit on a VCA. I have bass, I have guitars, a group with the guitars, and then I have the vocals and effects, because it's 6 VCAs you can use. So it's drum, bass, guitar, vocals, effects and ambience with the audience mics. And for example, for Joachim the singer, he has less VCAs, so he has the band, and then he has his own effects and his own vocals and ambience microphones. Going from wedges, going from mono in ear to stereo in ear, and then going into using the KLANG was like a whole new world open up. It was like, wow, okay. It's a new world. It is a new, you know, just to have that. It's not stereo. You move it somewhere else. A lot of guitar players out there stand in front of the cabinet and it's shooting them straight in the legs. And they never go down and listen how the actual sound is in front of the cabinet. And that's normally very much high end. And then you stand up and it sounds good because it just disappears underneath you, sort of. But here you can move that feeling down in the KLANG up. You can just move it down to the floor and it's like, oh, there it is. And that's amazing.